It's week 2 of the NFL, and we've got the Dragons' sure-handed wide receiver. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the state of New Mexico in the high desert city of Albuquerque. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Bisons of Salt Lake City taking on the Dragons of Albuquerque. Hello again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. And, Charles, let's do some breaking down of this Albuquerque club as they enter play.
Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, Salt Lake City, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Russell, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, Swain. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And down right around the 37. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll run on first down. It's Russell. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Looking to throw. Swain. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He pitches it out. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one goes for 8 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dragons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you look at this defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives them the first down yardage there. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He'll keep it himself.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So possession goes over here on the punt. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Swain. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Operating from the gun. Swain under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Up the middle they go.
Russell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 35-yard line.
Off play action. Swain. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Throwing on first down. Swain. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On first down, it's Russell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Boy, what a scene here. Just exciting times in the 47th state, the land of enchantment, New Mexico, NFL football here in Albuquerque, and these fans could not be happier to welcome this team to their new home. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Swain looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Russell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 14 yards. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw on second down. Swain over the middle, complete. It's Hall. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground.
Johnston.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Returnable here from the 38. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run on first down. Russell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run the counter. It's Russell. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st and 10, Swain. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Keeft.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Dragons are able to move back in front.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone.
And bulldozing his way through.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnston. And now
that much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Down to about the 37.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now a handoff up the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Swain. His throw incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd down, Swain.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mills. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. They'll drop to throw. He's got Lewis. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
2nd and a couple.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bisons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well run defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Up the middle they go. It's Johnston. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Swain. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnston. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now a give right side. Carmichael. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On 2nd down, it's Johnston.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, we want to run up the middle. They can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnston. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves.
There he goes, left side! And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. 7 catches for him now, and this last one a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Swain.
And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Operating from the gun, Swain. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Charlie Cole.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dragons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by Charlie Kolar's touchdown catch. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On second down now, it's Johnston, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
They'll get this down to the 38.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 3rd down, Swain working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Swain stiff-armed him. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Swain. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Swain. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PA.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He may go. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Back to throw. Swain. That is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On third down, Swain. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On first down, Johnston.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bisons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it a 9-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw on 2nd down, Swain.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw on 3rd down, Swain. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well. As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
But they can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
On second down, it's Johnston, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Being chased out left. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Salt Lake City, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Albuquerque, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.